What if the world we know was never meant to be known in full? What if the most forbidden truths of our past were hidden in plain sight, on ancient maps, centuries before satellites, before Columbus, before our modern era of science and reason? Maps etched in ink, whispered through smoke-filled monasteries, showing continents that don't appear on any globe today, and perhaps never were meant to. Because if these maps are real, then everything we know about history is a lie. It's the year 1384. Europe is teetering between the shadows of ignorance and the flicker of awakening. The Black Death has gutted the continent. The church still controls truth. And oceans, vast, black, unknown, are seen not as paths to discovery, but as thresholds to madness. To even suggest the existence of lands beyond what the eye can see is to flirt with heresy. And yet, in candlelit chambers across medieval monasteries, something stirs. It's hidden beneath layers of scripture, inside dusty scrolls and crumbling atlases, we begin to find the unthinkable. Coastlines, mountain ranges, islands, drawn with chilling precision in places that, according to modern history, hadn't even been imagined yet. One map in particular stands out, created by a Venetian monk named Fra Mauro, revered as a devout cartographer, and whispered about as a dangerous heretic. His map doesn't just depict the known world, it hints at something far greater, something lost. Fra Mauro's 15th century map, admired by modern historians as a medieval masterpiece, hides in plain sight a mystery so massive it threatens the very foundation of our historical timeline. At the bottom of the map, in a region long believed to be void of civilization, appears a landmass eerily resembling Antarctica, drawn not only with detail, but without the vast ice that covers it today. How could a 15th century monk chart a continent only officially discovered in 1820, and do so with knowledge of its terrain beneath the ice? And he wasn't alone. Other mysterious charts began to emerge. The Piri Reis map, drawn in 1513 by an Ottoman admiral, shows the Antarctic coastline with alarming accuracy, again as if the ice were absent. Some scholars claim it was compiled using even older sources, now lost or destroyed. Then there's the infamous Vinland Map, allegedly from the 15th century, which depicts parts of North America long before Columbus's voyage. Mainstream academia fights tooth and nail to declare it a fake, but if it isn't, it would rewrite the entire story of Western discovery. Several scholars who dared to speak up, who tried to publish their findings, faced ridicule, lost funding, even death threats. One Venetian researcher vanished days before releasing his manuscript. His name was wiped from public record. His work never recovered. Was he silenced? Or did he uncover something that powerful forces wanted, buried forever? What if these weren't just mistakes, fragments of a world erased? Some believe these maps preserve knowledge from an ancient, pre-flood civilization, possibly Atlantis, or an even older society whose maps survived in secret hands. According to conspiracy theorists and rogue historians, these charts were safeguarded by groups like the Knights Templar, who allegedly sailed to the Americas a century before Columbus, following routes passed down in cryptic prophecy and sealed manuscripts. And then there's the Book of Enoch, banned by the early church, describes angels descending upon the earth, revealing forbidden knowledge to mankind. Some researchers link these stories to the myth of the Watchers, divine beings who gave man the ability to measure stars and map the earth. Could these watchers, or those who preserved their knowledge, have created the original maps of the lost world? Some even point to dragon lines, ancient energy grids allegedly aligned with the sacred architecture and strange landmasses, marked perfectly on these medieval charts. Coincidence? Or a deeper understanding of Earth's hidden currents? There are symbols, too, scattered across maps like hidden codes, twin serpents, the sun crosses, eyes above pyramids. Are they navigation tools? or esoteric messages passed through generations, encrypted for the few who dare to look. The academic world dismisses all of this as fantasy. Mainstream historians label these maps as either deliberate fakes or misunderstood relics. They tell us the Vinland Map was forged, that the Piri Reis map is incomplete, that Fra Mauro simply guessed, but here as what they want to explain. Why are entire sections of medieval maps still redacted in museum archives? Why do Vatican documents referencing Terra Australis remain sealed? And why, even today, are certain satellite images of the poles edited or blurred by agencies claiming data anomalies? The Vatican's secret archives span miles underground. Only select scholars are permitted to enter, and only under watch. What secrets lie locked behind those stone doors? What ancient truths remain chained beneath the guise of spiritual protection? The royal archives of Portugal, Spain, even Britain, all contain references to early expeditions that predate Columbus. Many of these files have never been made public. Why? Because, perhaps, they were never meant to be. And now we ask the most terrifying question of all. What if it's all true? What if a civilization before us, advanced, global, raced, mapped this world and its energies, and left behind echoes of their presence, hidden in maps that survived the fire? What if history, as we know it, was rewritten by those who feared what lay beyond the known and chose to bury it? In 1563, several maps were banned by decree. Their owners were accused of heresy. The church claimed they undermined the divine order of creation. But maybe, just maybe, they revealed too much. One surviving line from a recovered Templar document reads, "The land is not lost, only hidden. Must never speak." Could this be referring to Terra Prohibita, the forbidden land? Maybe the greatest discovery isn't a new world, but the rediscovery of the old one, the one hidden beneath centuries of deception. So, the next time you look at a map, ask yourself, what did they erase before you ever saw it? History was rewritten once. Could it happen again? Subscribe, because truth, no matter how buried, always finds its voice. And remember, the map is not the territory, but sometimes it reveals what the territory dares not speak.